I actually felt bad when everyone got mad at you about the breakfast tweet in your hotel because it was like one of the few times I'm like, I agree with Connor. No. I'm just like, you don't need that much food for breakfast.
You really don't.
I just, I'm a simple man for breakfast. I don't really eat it. I tend to eat it if I've got something big about to happen.
Yeah.
You know, we did the cycling special. All right, I'll have some breakfast because that's just a wise choice.
Yeah.
I'm about to exercise. But if I'm not exercising, I'm not eating breakfast.
Yeah.
Give me a cereal bar at most, right? I'm not really big on it. I'd rather have a nicer lunch.
Yeah, I'm not hungry when I wake up.
No,
I don't know how
exactly.
people can just wake up and go like, I feel like a buffet.
Yeah,
right
no,
now.
because like if I have a big breakfast, which I rarely enjoy the big breakfast because I'm not hungry for breakfast.
Yeah.
Like that means I'm just not going to eat lunch, or that means I'm just going to get hungry for dinner at this really weird time.
Yeah.
Which is like a bit early for dinner, but like too late for lunch, right?
Yeah.
It like fucks up my eating schedule.
The worst is being, when you like, you're kind of hungry when you wake up because
Yeah.
you maybe didn't eat too much the night before.
Yeah.
And then like it really starts to get hungry at like 11.
Yeah.
That's the worst time because you're like, fuck, it's too early for lunch. But
Yeah.
I'm holding out.
But I don't want breakfast.
I want breakfast, but I'm holding out here for my goddamn life. And oh my.
I think what it is that I hate the feeling of like having a food coma before 12 p.m.
Yeah.
It's like because you're just tired in the morning, and I'm like, I don't want that.
Do you down a bunch of water when you wake up?
Yes.
Well?
I mean,
I'm normally full from there as well.
I drink.
How much water do you drink?
Like a lot.
Like a fucking camel.
I drink a lot of water.
I'll do like
You drink water, a lot of water just in general.
No, I do.
Yeah.
I don't see why that's unhealthy.
No, it's not. It's
I'm
not.
a fucking hydro homie. That's what I am, Joey.
Probably when
Welcome
I wake
to the
up,
club.
I'll probably drink like 500 milliliters of water.
Yeah. I drink at least like minimum 2 or 3 cups
And then
of water.
I also just want to get stuck in with my day. Like if I need a shower, I want to do that. Or I got to start working. Right? I just kind of want to get on with my day. I don't know. I don't really want to sit around and fuck around and just eat some.
Yeah, like having like a fry up that means it's like a special occasion. It's like I can't have a fry up every day. I don't even recommend you have a fry up every day. But like even cereal,
9 out of 10.
even just cereal to me is just that's a big meal for breakfast.
Yeah.
To me, like a lot of people say breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I don't know how accurate that is.
No, that's the fucking cereal companies lying. The cereal companies have tricked us, making us think that these fucking carb monstrosities are necessary. I do not need cornflakes when I wake up.
Motherfucker, the most I'll eat for breakfast is a
like an
single
InfoWars
banana.
bit.
Like I'll have
They're putting chemicals in the cornflakes to turn you gay.
So they got the frogs gay.
That's why Frosties. Only mini Frosties.
Like the most I have for breakfast is like a banana, and that's like that's me done
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
morning.
yeah.
That's me
I
done
know
for
the
morning.
fruit companies aren't trying to convince me to. big fruit companies.
The
trying
farming
to convince
corporations.
Well, no, because it's like the whole fucking the whole chart bullshit came from the pyramid of what you should eat in your day, and you should eat this much bread.
Oh,
and shit.
yeah.
And it's just complete nonsense.
The
And
food
whole-
pyramid scheme.
Well, yeah, and like the whole idea of that you need to eat these cornflakes, which offers no nutritional value in the morning and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
like
And
wheat
it's-
was at the bottom, right?
Yeah, it's like no, it's
like,
fucking
no, it's
nonsense.
not.
And it was all pioneered by these companies, but way back that had an agenda to promote their stuff.
Yeah.
And of course, if you're the Kellogg's team, you're gonna and you have your scientific research team. Of course, you're gonna be like, hey, Kellogg's scientific team, could you maybe no, I'm not saying to skew the results, but like if there was some kind of correlation that said that Kellogg's was good for breakfast, that would really help us out here. That would.
I'm not saying you should convince the world that Fruit Loops is healthy or anything, but just maybe like hint at
Just
it.
saying, like, if you
Because we really need to sell those Fruit Loops.
that contract for 5 years is not going to be necessary if no one's buying cornflakes. So I don't know what age I just was like, no more cereal for me. I won't do it. I don't really ever eat cereal anymore.
I wasn't brought up in a cereal household, so I never got the craving of it. And
It's
then
a toast household.
yeah, and like cereal to me it always tasted like a sweet, like a dessert,
Well,
right?
depends what you go for.
Yeah, it depends what you had.
I will say, and I've just shat on cereal for like 5 minutes
Yeah,
there, but
go
I do
for it.
like bran flakes. I really
Bran
like,
flakes are good.
I love bran
Yeah,
flakes.
they're good.
But like, I remember one time as a kid when I discovered bran flakes, I thought these are so good that I just will keep eating them all day.
Yeah.
And so I had the whole box in one day. And
that was me and Cocoa Puffs.
yeah, and
Yeah, but bran flakes is like
Yeah.
fiber on crack.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
know.
oh Lord, my
Yeah.
toilet activity that day was
Yeah.
like I was I imagine they were filming Lord of the Rings Mordor scenes out of my bathroom than that
Yeah.
day. It was fucking horrible. I was
nothing
I was
worse
in
than
so much pain.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than an overly fibrous shit.
Oh my god, I was scared. I was genuinely scared. And I was like 12 years old, and I was like, why do they make them taste so good?
Yeah,
I
I
fucking
feel
love
that.
bran flakes. Oh my god.
I used to have a fucking horrible diet when I was little. Cause
Yeah,
like,
but everyone does. Your parents are like, yes, go on, eat those gummies that were made in the fucking Ninja Turtles sewer.
yeah, because my parents had no retaliation on giving me and my sister like Cocoa Puffs and like Fruit Loops and like Nutri-Grain and all the fucking like sugary ass cereals.
I understand, now when you're a parent that it seems very difficult because you're already kind of struggling just to get by. The last thing you want to do is start like comparing Cocoa Puffs with, it shuts the kid up for 10 minutes. Give him the fucking Cocoa Puffs, right?
Yeah.
But then later on, you're like, all right, maybe I shouldn't have given that kid's 4 slices of Nutella bread every day. maybe 50 grams of sugar for breakfast wasn't a good idea.
I feel like it was a blessing that I didn't discover Nutella until like I was an adult.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Oh, my
So my god, if I discovered Nutella as a kid, which a lot of people did, my diet would have been destroyed.
Yeah, my diet was destroyed because it's like, oh, okay, you had Cocoa Puffs for breakfast, and then my mum would pack Nutella sandwiches for lunch, and I'm just like, how did I not gain 1 million fucking pounds from that?
Well, luckily when you're young, it's much easier.
Thank
When
God
you're
for
young and Asian
Thank
genes,
God
that's
for my
like,
Asian metabolism.
That's
dude,
like the life hack right there, right?
Exactly.
I despise that my mum kept up with like what was healthy because it just meant that I never got to eat anything fun, and all the kids around me always had like, I remember there's one kid. Okay, unfortunately, he was a bit overweight, but he always had chocolate spread sandwiches. Okay. And I just think that sounds so fucking cool. This man had literal chocolate bread, man. I'm out here eating my fucking cheese sandwich like a peasant. And this man's eating like a king. He's getting chocolate spread with his chocolate yogurt, bro.
Oh my
This
God.
man's eating good. But then when
he wasn't eating good.
no, he was actually dying.
He was dying slowly.
His parents unfortunately set him up to fail. And, it was good. And when I tried it, I thought, oh, this doesn't taste good.
Does it not?
No, chocolate spread doesn't, and like chocolate mousse and all that. I didn't really like that.
Yeah.
And
I think chocolate mousse tastes good.
Yeah, you do.
Maybe just because it wasn't normalized for me. I hardly had it. So every time I did have it, I'm just like, oh, I'm having chocolate for a meal. This is this is a life hack right here. This is exciting.
I love cheese strings. Cheese strings.
Cheese strings are
Cheese
fucking
strings are good.
awesome.
But
Cheese
it's just
strings are
part of the
good.
fun. Even now, I enjoy eating a cheese.
Yeah.
Just peeling it. Oh, shit.
That's the thing. Is like, I definitely enjoyed this process more.
I
than
don't
eating
know,
it.
but like trying to get it as
So
thin as
goddamn
possible
good.
as well, and
Yeah.
just like
trying to get like that perfect like bit. It's just like,
I don't know if they have this. Do they have cheese strings?
Oddly satisfying
Do they
moment.
have that
Yeah.
in Southeast Asia? Cheese strings?
they don't think they do.
It's just like this, like
It's in
like
all the
rubber cheese.
Yeah. It's in all the import like
right.
supermarket
It's like
stores,
not
right?
real cheese. I don't know how they do. I don't know how they.
It's
get
not real cheese, but
to
it
do
tastes
that.
better than real cheese in a sense. But then it doesn't. But like
It's like cheese flavored plastic.
it's like playing a mini game to eat cheese, and for some reason that just adds to the flavor. I don't know why.
We've never had this.
I used to do this thing when I was little. I don't know if I'm the only one, but like I wouldn't like rip it and then immediately eat it.
Yeah.
I would kind of rip it and try and like create a perfect pile of like perfectly strung up cheeses.
That's like Hannibal Lecter.
And then I like put it in a row and I'm like, my finest work.
My name is Joseph Kira. I'm 12 years old. I live in Melbourne, Australia.
My hobby is
I live a peaceful life in the school cafeteria.
making perfectly cut up string cheese, displaying it. Oh yeah.
My God.
Never had a cheese
Never
string.
had it.
You're missing
Honestly,
out. You're missing out.
The flavor is shit, but
Yeah, I feel if you're an adult and you've never had string cheese as a kid, it's a kind of a tall hurdle to like get
No,
into.
there are some things that I try nowadays in Japan, and I'm like, I've never had a Japanese childhood, but I feel the childhood in this certain snack. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I get it. I get it.
like some of the stuff we tried in the Konbini episodes, right?
Yeah.
With that fucking crisp thing that was just like one big what's it or whatever.
Umaibol.
Oh yeah, umaibol. And I'm just like, I can see myself eating this as a kid.
Oh,
But
yeah.
they also had like the fish cakes, which was vile. The like.
The what? The kamaboko?
Maybe like the fish and cheese or something.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Disgusting.
That was disgusting.
That was
Yeah.
rancid.
Yeah.
I mean, I had both of those when I was a kid, so I was like, oh yeah, childhood.
Damn. Damn. Bro.
I even got just anything that was like of that size, I would just try and feel it.
Yeah, like I realized there are some things that if you didn't grow up with it, you probably wouldn't enjoy it. Like in
beans on
Thailand,
toast.
in Thailand, we have this snack called taro, which is
Like,
taro, which is basically just dried fish,
Quiet, Southeast Asians.
which is just like what is it? It's just like dried fish, right?
it's just taro.
Yeah, it's like
Because when I think of taro, I think of the purple, like sweet potato.
I have nothing to associate it with.
yeah. So I remember like eating this as a kid and thinking this tastes amazing, and I brought some back to England and I gave some to my mates, and they had a bite, and they were like, "This is just fish food." And I'm like, "This isn't fish food." Yeah, it's that.
Oh, I've had that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fish strings.
Fish strings, basically. Fish, like cheese strings, but with fish.
With fish. They took the fish and they did this.
Basically.
Yeah.
Stop making strings out of everything.
I mean, I just hear that story and I'm just like, oh, Vegemite is over here being like first time.
I never got Marmite.
Every time I like, because I grew up with Vegemite as well, and every time I give that to someone who's not an Australian and they eat it and they're like, oh, this tastes like poison.
I bet it would taste good on toast.
It's brilliant
I've
on
had
toast.
It on its own, but not
It's lovely on toast. I mean,
That's just the Brit coming out. I'll just put it on toast.
Yeah.
It will taste okay. Does it spread on toast? Yeah, we can make it work. We can make it work.
But put beans on toast.
I've had, you know what else is actually good at with is on rice. Vegemite on rice is actually not bad. Because if you think about it, it's the same thing as putting it on toast.
I don't know who
like
you
a
offended more,
is that like a
like the
half-food
Australian in
national
you
dish?
or like the Japanese in you. But you somehow offended both your ancestors at the same time.
Yeah,
by saying
definitely.
That, Joey.
I definitely got disowned the moment I said that on camera.
The kangaroo
sure.
just died somewhere.
Yeah. A rice farmer just died somewhere.
Oh no.
Hearing that.
Oh no.
I tried it once because I actually saw it on Japanese YouTube though. Because they were like, okay, so my Australian friend brought back this Vegemite thing. I had it on toast, thought it was disgusting, but then I thought, I'm Japanese. Put that shit on rice. Anything's good on rice. Tried it, and apparently the guy said it was good, so I was like, all right, well, if the guy on the internet said it was good, it must be good.
Well, obviously, it must be true.
Obviously, it must be true. If a Japanese guy said it on the internet, it must be even
Report
true.
of the week says it's good, I'll try it.
Exactly.
That's where I'll
Exactly. So I tried it, and I was like, okay, you know what? Not as good as on toast, but possible.